50 Cent has issued a clear warning to rappers, stop talking to that Vlad guy. He's a fed. This comes after DJ Vlad allegedly attempted to set up Godfrey, prompting 50 to speak out. According to him, this situation is serious, he claims, to have evidence linking Vlad to government connections and influential figures who, he says, control parts of the entertainment industry from behind the scenes. As many of you know, DJ Vlad built his reputation by interviewing rappers and cultural insiders, presenting himself as a voice of the hip-hop community. However, behind the scenes, there are claims that Vlad has been cooperating with federal agencies for years. Some believe his platform operates as a tool for authorities to gather information and target black artists. And it doesn't stop with musicians. Reports say Vlad even attempted to set up comedian Godfrey. When that failed, he allegedly tried to sway public opinion against him by inviting guests like Aries Spears and Lord Jamar to criticize Godfrey on his platform. Vlad tried to downplay and dismiss the backlash, but the public isn't convinced anymore. Now, 50 Cent is shedding light on troubling allegations about DJ Vlad. According to 50 Cent, people should avoid appearing on Vlad TV because Ukrainian-born Vladislav Lyubovny, better known as DJ Vlad, is neither an actual DJ nor a genuine journalist. 50 claims Vlad is an industry plant with dangerous connections, allegedly serving not only government interests but also powerful figures operating behind the scenes. While this might sound like another conspiracy theory, 50 insists the evidence is both real and unsettling. He even says Vlad posed such a risk that he offered to pay individuals not to do interviews with him, going as far as offering his associate Tony Yale millions to avoid speaking with Vlad. But 50 didn't stop there. He directly confronted Vlad, demanding he remove a video in which Cal Dawson discussed the 2000 shooting involving 50 Cent. The video was titled "Cal Dawson was in the car when 50 Cent got shot 9 times Cal got shot." Also, Part 3. After seeing it, 50 posted a screenshot on Instagram with the caption, "I want this video taken down now," adding the word fraudulent across the image. Vlad quickly removed the video, suggesting he recognized an issue. However, this situation runs deeper. The ongoing tension with Godfrey uncovers more troubling aspects of Vlad's methods. It traces back to 2020 when Vlad interviewed DL Hughley on his platform and discussed Minister Louis Farrakhan. The controversy began when Vlad allegedly distorted Farrakhan's statements, accusing him of anti-Semitism. Vlad claimed Farrakhan said all Jewish people are Satan and encouraged his followers to physically attack them. Here's what Farrakhan actually said during that speech. He spoke metaphorically, urging people to use the stone of truth against individuals he described as so-called Jews who falsely claimed to be the true Jews. This statement sparked major backlash toward Vlad, with many public figures calling him out for allegedly lying and misrepresenting Minister Farrakhan's words. One of those critics was Godfrey, who believed Vlad's misquote was not accidental. Godfrey felt Vlad was deliberately trying to create confusion and division within the black community. Godfrey also posted a video on social media captioned, "Vlad TV is canceled. We have to protect our culture from the vultures." He then announced he was joining forces with Lord Jamar, My Son the General, and Royce da 59 to boycott Vlad TV. Godfrey criticized Vlad for refusing to apologize after making what he called false and unfair statements about Minister Farrakhan. Godfrey later revealed something not widely known at the time, that DJ Vlad is married to a black woman, yet still profits from content centered on negativity and black trauma. The situation became even more complicated when Lord Jamar initially backed Godfrey and condemned Vlad for not apologizing to Minister Farrakhan. Both Godfrey and Jamar had been regular guests on Vlad TV, and while Jamar initially agreed with the boycott, only Godfrey stayed committed. Jamar eventually returned to Vlad TV for interviews and collaborations, and even joined Vlad in criticizing Godfrey, questioning his integrity. But here's the issue with Vlad. He once again twisted the words of a black man, this time claiming that Godfrey disrespected his family. Naturally, fans noticed what was happening, and almost everyone sided with Godfrey. For one, Lord Jamar calling Godfrey not solid looked hypocritical, since he had sworn never to return to Vlad, yet still went back. On top of that, Jamar reached out to Vlad, a white man, to repair their relationship, but made no effort to extend the same courtesy to Godfrey, who had done nothing against him. It was disappointing to see, especially since Vlad laughed openly during the interview while Jamar sat there agreeing with everything. The irony was that Jamar once claimed Godfrey would be the first to return to Vlad. so Godfrey reminded him of his own words and even accused him of selling out. But the situation goes even deeper. Back when Godfrey still appeared on Vlad TV, he confronted Vlad directly and told him to his face that he didn't care for black people. Vlad even argued that the US would go bankrupt if reparations were paid, but Godfrey called him out, pointing out that the country spends trillions on defense and sends billions overseas to its so-called allies without hesitation. This explains why 50 Cent is reportedly willing to pay millions just to stop people around him from appearing on Vlad's platform. It's not only because Vlad has consistently shown disrespect toward black people, but also because of his rumored connections with law enforcement. Many believe he has been helping authorities target black men for prison. For years, rappers thought Vlad TV was simply an interview platform, only to be blindsided by questions so precise and personal it seemed as though he had their case files in front of him. Vlad would reference old charges, street incidents, or names that had never been made public details he shouldn't have known unless he had access to police information. For instance, Vlad somehow knew Lil Baby once fought with a white inmate in prison, something Baby himself had never shared publicly. And that moment when Vlad said, "I think you said it," was a classic tactic to make someone doubt themselves instead of questioning his line of questioning. Some rappers caught onto this behavior, including Lil Woody, who openly said he fully believes Vlad works with the feds because of how he frames his questions. But it wasn't only rappers noticing this. There was also the time Vlad tried to push Mike Tyson into discussing his street connections. And then there was the incident when Vlad attempted to get a black woman fired from her position at Princeton University. He inserted himself into the Kendrick versus Drake feud, criticizing Kendrick's track Not Like Us by saying it needed a better mix. Professor Morgan Jerkins responded by telling him, "You are white. This is a black cultural matter." Vlad then tagged Princeton's account and asked, "So a professor at Princeton believes a white person shouldn't be allowed to share an opinion on hip-hop? Is this how you speak to students?" But Vlad didn't stop there. When Professor Jerkins clarified that conversations about Not Like Us should remain centered on black voices, Vlad fired back, "Don't try to walk back your words. I'll be contacting Princeton about this on Monday." Imagine that after threatening to report a professor to her employer over a tweet. Vlad still had the audacity to call out Nicki Minaj for going after Roc Nation just last month. Vlad replied to one of Nicki's posts on X and labeled her Snitchy Minaj. Naturally, fans dragged him for the hypocrisy, pointing out that he has built his platform on extracting sensitive information from rappers. One person wrote, "You literally invite rappers to your platform because you act like an informant. This isn't the game you want to play." Another reminded him of when he went straight to the feds after Rick Ross allegedly had someone attack him, saying, "This you? And by the way, your boss Jay-Z has a CIA informant as a CEO. Nobody really cares about snitching, not even you. Stay out of black culture. Don't make us call Rick Ross." And here's where it gets even more concerning. Insiders claim Vlad has now set his sights on 50 Cent, possibly trying to trap him in legal trouble or manufacture controversy to damage him. The reason? Many believe Vlad isn't just conducting interviews, he's serving larger interests, acting as a tool for those who want to influence or silence hip-hop's biggest names. But if Vlad truly thinks he can target 50 and walk away without consequences, he may be walking into a storm he's not prepared for.